a beast and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. She gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Philadelphia Eagles. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down, Wentz. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
10 at the 48-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run. It's Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Brought down at the
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. 30, 20, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
19-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. Sanders has it over the middle. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Watch the whip. Check 43. Check it backer. Lynch 5-3.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On the return, it's Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover, too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens, if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Right back to Dobbins on first. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And it's 3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. After the run, now Herbert to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Indianapolis.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that left.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term, they just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. And this carries into the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. 21-0 our score after 1.
Score Colts 21, Eagles 0.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Wentz now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
But that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Again, it's Wentz. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to air one out. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's Herbert. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Wentz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now this time he'll look to throw. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
2 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Let's go, Greg.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They run the toss with Dobbins.
And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Here's Dobbins. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Herbert now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd and short.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Herbert.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert being chased out left. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tyrell Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts just continue to pour it on.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Eagles nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And that's it.
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick,
kick risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Flush to his right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Colts first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. To the air again, Herbert. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
That happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter now with Sanders. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught, Jones. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for a gain of 31. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The tackle made.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Bang.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll go again with Dobbins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Dobbins, the ball.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Colts 42, Eagles 8.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Miles Sanders, the ball.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and And now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
2 yards on the pickup.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A nice run there by Sanders on first down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and in. A one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They run the counter. It's Sanders.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On first down, Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. One final try now for Wentz.
27-yard line.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.